Hello.
Uh, Hello, sir.
Hel-
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Has he joined?
Sir, please wait only 1 minute. Some technical issue from speaker side, and he will join, sir, within 1 minute, sir. Please, sir, please.
I request few students to kindly switch on your videos.
Uh, Dr. Suryadev, sir. Sir, please start the session, sir. Please, sir. Miss Anna, ma'am. Please start the session, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Saurav, I'll just call him.
Sharma ji, for being here today amongst us, and also a very warm welcome.
Saurav, start.
Yes, yes. Hello, sir. A very good evening. Myself, I'm Dr. Saurav Dey, the faculty member. Hello.
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir. Continue, sir. Please.
Yes. A very good evening, sir. Okay, myself, Dr. Saurav Dey, faculty member of the Department of Commerce, want to extend my a very warm welcome to our to you, sir, Surya Kant Sharma ji, for being here today amongst us. And also a warm welcome to all my dear students and my fellow colleagues of St. Mary's College, Shillong. So, without further delay, I would just like to call upon our HOD, ma'am, Miss Anna Mitri, to kindly deliver the welcome speech. Hello, Miss Anna.
Yes.
Yes.
So a very good evening to my online friends. On behalf of the Department of Commerce, St. Mary's College, I'm honored to welcome the teachers, the students, and our esteemed guests to today's national webinar on the topic Financial Education, a Life Skill under NEP to 2020, which the Department of Commerce is collaborating with the Association of Mutual Funds in India. And we are really thrilled to have you here with us today. I would also like to extend a special welcome to our esteemed resource person, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, who is the senior consultant of the AMFI and also a former DGM of SEBI. I welcome you, sir. And before I begin, I would also like to thank the Association of Mutual Funds in India for the tireless efforts in making this event a success. I once again also welcome everyone to this significant webinar, and we gather together to emphasize the importance of financial education as a life skill. In today's complex and rapidly changing world, managing finances effectively is very crucial for achieving stability, security, as well as success. And We find that financial education empowers individuals not only with the knowledge, but with skills and confidence to make informed decisions about their financial resources. Hence, by acquiring financial literacy, we can invest wisely, we can manage debt, we can plan for the future, we can also enhance our economic well-being and improve overall quality of life. It is therefore essential to equip ourselves with the necessary tools to navigate the complex financial landscape. And hence, financial education is no longer a luxury, but I feel it's a necessity. And through this event that we are organizing, we aim and we hope to raise awareness about the importance of financial education, to provide access to resources and expertise, and also to foster a community that supports financial literacy. And having said all that, we are very fortunate to have Mr. Surya Kama, the resource person for today, to share his expertise. We're also very excited to learn from his insights and experiences, and we are confident that his presentation will be informative, engaging, and thought-provoking. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you all. I hand over back the time to Saurav. Saurav, you can continue.
Mr. Saurabh, sir, please unmute your audio option, sir. Please.
Okay,
please,
okay,
sir.
okay, okay, okay. Sir, you may continue now, sir. To speak. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you may continue now, sir. You may start now.
Okay, may I start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You may start now.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Saurav. Thank
Okay.
you, Dr. Anna. Thank you, Mr. Saurav, other faculty members, other participants, students, and outside participants also. I am very much thankful to all of you for giving me opportunity to be with all of you today. One thing I wish to mention here, Mr. Saurav, that
Yes, sir.
AMFI had adopted Meghalaya for financial literacy this year.
Yes, sir.
So this will be our privilege, and we would be very happy to collaborate with all of you, all education institutions across Meghalaya, all professional
sir.
institutions, all educational institutions, even government departments, other NGOs, to take this mission forward of financial literacy in the state of Meghalaya. But for that, Dr. Saurabh, we will need your support, Dr. Anna's support, and not only support, but your guidance, how to take it forward in the state of Meghalaya. So we will be in touch with you. We will develop a roadmap how we can cover most of the districts of Meghalaya during next 1 year. So one thing more I want to mention here before I start my session. This program is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, but Dr. Anna, it is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual funds. It's purely in a financial literacy and investor awareness program. And Dr. Anna has rightly spelled out how financial literacy is important for all of us. And recognizing the importance of financial literacy, Government of India in new education policy has given thrust to this concept of financial literacy and spreading financial literacy across all segments of the society in the country. That is why we are doing this program. One thing I want to know from Dr. Saurav,
Yes, sir.
why financial literacy is necessary?
It is necessary basically to understand and effectively use various financial skills, whether you'll be making investments, whether a person should be making investment, whether they should go for a security investment or they should go for a portfolio investment, to make better investment decisions. And for,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yes, sir.
You are absolutely right. Financial literacy literally means managing our money in a most optimal manner.
Yes, sir.
That's the purpose of financial literacy. And there may be a gap that people might be academically literate.
Yes, yes,
The
sir.
financial literacy is altogether different ball game. In
Yes, sir.
financial literacy, we have to learn and understand the concept how we can manage our personal finance, because that is the most important thing in our life. And Dr. Saurabh, you will agree with me that money plays a very, very, very important role in our life.
Yes, sir.
Without money, we can't think even of life. That is why money is very important, and so is the importance of managing money.
Yes, sir.
And and I will try to make the subject as simple as I can. I will not make it an academic discussion. I will not make it a technical session, because I will try to reach as much participants as possible in the way they understand the concept. Personal finance is very, very important in our life. And personal finance literally means managing the money which we have. And Dr. Saurabh, can you just throw some light on the concept from where we get the money?
Yes. We get the money from the income. First of all, we need to earn an income. First of all, from the income, we have to make savings. So, and moreover, if you are running a business organization, you will have to organize for your own capital. Capital is required. Capital, you can receive capital in the form of loans, which you borrow from your relative, or maybe any kind of borrowings from your relatives, etc., etc. So,
you are absolutely right.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Saurabh, to put it simply, whatever we do, we get money out of it.
Yes, sir.
If we do a job, we get salary. If we are in business, we get profit out of the business.
Yes,
if we are
sir.
in a profession, we get professional fee, that the money comes from that side. So there is a source for each and every individual. Whatever he works, he gets the money. Of course, your student might not be earning today, but they are going to earn very soon down the line in 2-3 years. So this topic is equally relevant for them as well.
Yes, sir.
And from perspective of salary class person, Dr. Saurabh has rightly pointed out, we get salary from our employer. So whatever we do, we get salary. And bluntly speaking, Mr. Saurabh, we work for the money. It's a hard fact of life.
Yes, yes, sir. Absolutely correct, sir. You are.
We work for the money, and whatever we work, we get the money.
And the from money, this,
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You may continue, sir.
And the money which we get out of whatever we do, that is, Dr. Saurabh, is the prime source of money for all of us. This I term as a prime source of money. For salary class people, salary is the prime source of money. And what we do with the prime source of money, Dr. Saurabh, a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our regular expenses. A good percentage, maybe sometimes 50, 60, 70, even 80, goes into taking care of our regular expenses. But Dr. Saurabh, one thing is very unique with Indians, with all of us. And that is, every Indian, whatever they might be earning, they might be earning 10,000 rupees or they might be earning 10 lakhs rupees. Every Indian, and for that matter, every Indian family, try, I'm underlining the word try not to spend all the money which they are earning. We sincerely try. Of course, sometimes it is very difficult when we don't get good salary or our family is very large or for any other particular circumstance or condition. But we still try to take away as much money as possible out of our prime source of money. And the money, Dr. Saurabh, you will agree, which we don't spend out of regular salary, which is technically or simply called savings. So whatever money we don't spend is called savings. And Dr. Anna will agree with me that we Indians are one of the best savers in the world.
In the
And
world, that is true.
this is not today, Mr. Saurabh. For centuries together, Indians have been saving like anything. So we are masters of savings. And particularly our female members of the family, Dr. Anna or Dr. Saurabh, you might have seen your mother, your grandmother, how they saved 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 10 rupees, 50 rupees, and they make big money. So the art of saving can be learned better from the female members of the family. And I can say with proud that Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. So we save. That is a fact of life. But three things I want to point out to all young participants, including Dr. Saurabh, and students also. And these three things are particularly relevant more so because my generation has made some blunders, some mistakes, Dr. Saurabh. I admit it very honestly. But the purpose of admitting those mistakes is that you should not make these mistakes. This young generation should not make these mistakes. The students should not make these mistakes. And the first mistake I did, Dr. Saurabh, I literally lost first 4 or 5 years of my employment. I was very casual in saving. I just lost 4 or 5 years. I let it be. I have 30, 40 years to go. Let me first enjoy with the money I have. And one more wrong thought process was with me that I don't have good salary. So if I save 100 rupees or 200 rupees or 500 rupees, what difference it is going to make? This was a blunder on my part. So I want to request all of you, Dr. Saurabh, young people like you and your students, please start the saving right from the first month when you start earning. Don't lose even a single month because it will cost very dearly in future. So please start saving right from the first month and never shy of saving even a small amount, maybe 100 rupees, 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. Never shy of it. Because these small savings are going to be lakhs of rupees down the line after 15, 20 years. Second thing I want to request all of you, be religiously regular in saving. Dr. Saurabh, we were very casual in our life in the initial 5-10 years. We did save some money for some months, then just forget. After a few months, when I saw my friend saving and having saved some money, or my relations having saved some money, I got alerted. I again started saving. But again, in between, I lost the tempo. So what second request to all of you is, be religiously regular in saving. Every month you have to save. Come what may. Of course, conditions will keep changing. So amount of saving might vary from month to month. But you have to save every month. And third thing I want to request to all of you, particularly young faculty members and students, keep increasing your saving with the increase in your income. And Dr. Saurabh, you will agree with me that every year you get some increment, you get some increase in your salary, your employer, your college give some increment. So your
Yes, sir.
income keep increasing. Of course, so is the inflation, I do admit. But still, my request is, please keep increasing your saving every month, every year. And ideally, if you can, keep increasing your saving 10% every year. Suppose this year you are saving 1,000 rupees a month. Next year, Dr. Saurabh, it should be 1,100 rupees a month. And third year, it should be 1,210 rupees. Incremental increase, not 1 year increase. Incremental increase of saving. These three things looks very small and ordinary things. But my dear friends, I can say with emphasis and with my experience, these three things looks small, but are very, very important. Down the line, if you practice these three things in your life, number one, start saving right from the first month. Number second, be religiously regular in saving every month. And number third, keep increasing your saving with the increase in your income. These three things going to make your life change. And after 10, 15 years, you will have huge money in your hands, which you can't even imagine at this stage. So please do religiously follow these three things about saving. Now the next question arises, what to do with the savings? We have saved, we will save. What to do? Again, there was a blunder on my part and blunder on the part of my generation, Mr. Saurav, and that was, we did save, but we kept the saving at home. We simply kept the saving at home, female members of the family in their kitchen boxes or in hidden boxes. So we saved, but we kept the money at home. And that was a blunder on our part. Because, my dear friends, Mr. Saurabh, I don't know whether you will agree with me or me or not. I am using very harsh word for it. That is, keeping saving at home is a crime. And this crime we are committing against ourselves, against our family, and against our country as such. So please never keep your savings at home. Of course, emergency fund 10, 20, 50,000, that is a different story. Every family keeps it. But even that is not required now, because we are living in net banking era. We are living in credit card era. We are living in UPI era. We can withdraw money whenever we want if we have our money in our bank account or some investments. So never keep money at home. Then what to do? Put your money into one or other products. And Dr. Saurav, putting your saving into one or other product is called investment. So saving is the first step. Second is the investment. You must save. That is why only then you can invest. So you have to save. There is no shortcut of saving. But what I'm requesting is, put your saving into some product that is called investment. So we have not necessarily to be only saver, but we also have to be investor. We have to be investor. And what is the purpose of investment? Dr. Saurabh, can you enlighten me? What is the purpose of investment?
What is the purpose? Investments are, according to me, whenever we make investment, basically to reap the maximum benefit from the minimum sacrifice. That is the most important.
Absolutely.
To reap the maximum benefit from the minimum sacrifice.
You are absolutely right, but I put it in a more simpler way. The purpose of investment is to earn money. My money should also start earning money for me. That's the purpose of investment. Simply
and
putting
also
it,
to save tax. Also to save tax. When you will be making investments in LIC and all those, there are certain tax savings, sir. So most important.
Sir, I don't agree with you. Only for the purpose of saving tax, investment is not the only domain.
Yes.
It might be one of the side effects, one of the side ancillary benefits. But the main purpose of investment is that my money which I have saved and invested should earn money for me, or rather bigger money for me. That's the only purpose of investment. So investments start earning money for me. So Dr. Saurav, there will be two channels which you will be developing for you down the line after 10, 15 years. One channel will be your salary for which you work for. Other channel will be your investment will start earning money for you. And Dr. Saurav, one day didn't come in my life, but one day will also come in your life. I can promise you with you. Provided you work on the things which we are discussing today. One day will come in your life, my dear friends, where your investment will start generating or earning more money for you than your salary. It will definitely happen, but it will happen, Dr. Saurav, not today, not tomorrow, not in 5 years. It will take minimum 15 to 20 years. And my dear friends, that is why it is said and rightly said that investment success required time. You have to be patient and to see and to work hard that your money grows and your money start earning more money for you. So investment is very, very necessary, my dear friends. Now the time has come, Dr. Saurabh, I keep telling in my session that it was an era when Indians used to be savers, but now the time has come that the young generation of Indians have to be investor. Because only through investment, I again emphasizing, only through investment you can have huge money in your life. Through salary, you may not have good money, except some people who are having crores of package every year. There are very few and far. But majority of the people will have to look at the option of investing their saving so that they can develop good money over a period of time for their better life. So investment is very necessary. First thing I want to tell you. Now, we also invested, Dr. Saurabh. Of course, we were not so intelligent like like your generation, but we also saved and invested somewhere. But in our time was different. There were only limited investment options for available. And Mr. Saurabh, if you see in your parents, in my time, there used to be only two products, general products available for the middle class, salary class person. One is bank FD, bank fixed deposit. And another was life insurance policy from LIC. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right.
But unfortunately, Mr. Saurabh, both are not investment products. Unfortunately. And I will explain how. The first thing is that we saved, but despite investment, we literally accumulated money only. We didn't make money out of our investments. These are two different things. Accumulation of money is a different thing and making money out of the investment is different thing. How they are? I just give you one simple example. And for that, Dr. Saurabh, I seek your permission to take your name in this example. May I?
Yes, sir.
Very simple example I am giving to all the participants. And the example is bank fixed deposit. Dr. Saurabh, you must have seen your parents went for bank FD. Normally, that was a norm of the day.
The rate of interest?
Bank FD simply means giving your money to the bank for a certain period. And in return, bank will give you some interest. This is the bank FD. Suppose Mr. Saurabh has got 1 lakh rupees with him and he goes to a bank and make a fixed deposit of 1 lakh rupees for 1 year. And the bank promises to give him 6% interest on 1 year bank FD. After 1 year, when I asked Mr. Saurabh, what happened to your bank FD? What will be your answer, sir? What will be your answer?
I'll be getting 6,000, 1 lakh. The amount will be increasing. It will be at the rate of 6%. Simple interest, principal plus simple interest.
Very right. 6,000, na? Simply speaking.
Yes, sir, 6,000.
Your 1 lakh rupees will be given back to you. That is not an issue at all because that was your money. You earned 6,000 rupees.
6,000
you earned
extra.
You earned 6,000 rupees as bank interest, and you have used the word extra. And Mr. Saurabh is very happy. Why? He's celebrating at home. Why? He says that I have earned 6,000 rupees on my FD. And FD is also an investment, Mr. Saurabh, you will appreciate.
Yes,
but Mr. Saurabh, you are not right. Please understand, not to you, but all the participants, please understand what I'm saying now next 5 minutes. Mr. Saurabh is not right. Why? He is absolutely right that he got 6,000 rupees as interest income on FD. But Mr. Saurabh, you will agree with me that one thing also kept happening every day during this 1 year of bank FD. What is that, Mr. Saurabh? That is inflation. Inflation keep going every day. We are disturbed every day with the increase in inflation. But when we calculate the return on investment, we literally forget inflation. But otherwise, which is very important. Why? Suppose, Mr. Saurabh, had you not gone for the bank FD of 1 lakh rupees, and you might have purchased some items, some goods or some services from 1 lakh rupees last year. Tell me, sir, because you didn't, you went for the FD. Tell me, sir, would it be possible for you to get same items, same goods and same services after 1 year at 1 lakh rupees, sir? Will it be possible?
No, sir.
Not at all. We all know it will not be possible. Why? Because of inflation, prices of those items have increased. And what is inflation? In simple terms, inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. And suppose, Mr. Saurabh, during this 1 year period, inflation rate has been 5%. What does it simply mean? It simply means that last year, had you not gone for the FD and you could have purchased some item, goods or services from 1 lakh rupees, which you didn't. After 1 year, same goods and same item and same services will be available to you, not at 1 lakh rupees, but 1 lakh 5,000 rupees. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now you see the proposition. You were very happy when you got 6,000 rupees. But in reality, my dear friend, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. So what I want to emphasize here, my dear friends, majority of your return normally is eaten by the inflation. Majority. Sometimes majority, sometimes some good percentage. Here, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. But still, Mr. Saurabh is happy. He by nature is very contented person. What he says, okay, sir, let it be. 5,000 be eaten by the inflation. But I still have 1,000 with me left. No, Mr. Saurabh, you might not be aware. In majority of the investment products, on return, tax is levied by the government of India. Maybe income tax, maybe capital gain. That's a different story. There are very few investment products which are tax exempt, which I will also mention in during my session. But in the case of FD, Mr. Saurabh, you might not be aware. Every penny you earn as interest on FD is taxable. That will be treated as your income, and you will have to include that income, interest income, in your income tax return, and you will have to pay income tax as per your slab. Suppose you are in 20% bracket even, then on 6,000 you will need to pay 20% income tax. What it comes, sir? 20% of 6,000?
It will come to 1,200, sir.
1,200 rupees. You are absolutely right. So now you see the proposition, sir. You are very happy when you got 6,000 rupees. But in reality, I'm underlying the word, in reality, you get nothing. Rather, you lost 200 rupees. 5,000 plus 1,200 rupees. This was the case in my generation. We hardly get any real return. I am again underlining real return on our investments. 6,000, Mr. Saurabh, was only your notional return. That was not your real return. So whenever you calculate real return on investment, please subtract inflation rate and tax liability out of the notional return which you got. When you get the real return. And in this scenario, you got nothing. Rather, you lost 200 rupees. What is the type of investment it is? That I invested some money and I lost 200 rupees. But it was the norm for my generation. I take this example forward. Suppose the rate of interest is 8%, Mr. Saurabh. Then what you will get? At 1,000 rupees. Again,
Yes,
keeping inflation at 5%, out of 8,000, 5,000 will be eaten by the inflation. Again, 20% income tax on 8,000. That is 1,600 you will have to pay as income tax. But still there remain, Mr. Saurabh, after inflation and tax liability, there remains 1,400. 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 1,600. And Mr. Saurabh, this 1,400 is your real return. So what I want to emphasize here, my dear friends, my dear participants, that unless and until we get real return on investments, we might not be able to create wealth. And if we are not able to create wealth, then it might be difficult to be prosper. So this chain is there. You have to save, you have to invest, You have to earn some real return on investment, then you have to create wealth, and then you will be prosper. So all these things are interlinked. So what I want to tell here is that return is the essence of investment success, not the notional return. And what is the real return formula which has come out of this present discussion? Students, if they want, they can note it down. Real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. Am I right, sir, Mr. Saurabh?
Yes, sir.
So we couldn't earn real return. We simply accumulated money. Why, sir? What was the reason? Yes, sir. The reason lies in our mindset. We middle class people have a typical mindset. Typical, I am telling you, very typical. And what is that, Mr. Saurabh? We don't want to take any risk in investment. No, Baba, no. That is not our cup of tea. What we will say? We will go only for the safe investment. But my dear friends, unfortunately, there is no safe investment except some few governmental scheme where you can't create wealth. You can accumulate money there, but you can't create wealth through government schemes. So we couldn't make money out of investment. Which was the purpose of investment. And we failed utterly. We admit it very honestly. But then you should not make such mistakes, such blunders which my generation has made. That is why such programs are being addressed to all of you. So real return has to be earned on majority of your investment products. And we didn't get it because we were shy of risk. But my dear friends, I want to tell all of you, except few governmental schemes, Mr. Saurabh, in most of the investment product, risk element is there. In some product, risk may be very high. In some product, risk may be very low. But risk element is there. And so first you have to accept that in investment, risk is there. And once you accept and appreciate that risk is there, the next second question which would automatically come in your mind will be, how I can manage my risk, how I can minimize my risk. That is very natural. Everybody will like to minimize their risk or manage their risk. Yes, my dear friends, we can manage your risk in investment through practicing a two-word formula. I am sharing with all of you, only two-word formula to all of you through which you can manage your risk. The first and the only two words are there. The first word is think. Second word is understand. And third word is invest. So first you have to think, then you have to understand, and then you have to invest. And what you have to think? You have to think two things about yourself, not for others. Only for yourself you have to think, my dear friends. And the first and foremost you have to think is, what is my risk-taking capacity? How much risk appetite I have got? What is my risk-taking capacity? And my dear friends, every individual has got different risk appetite. Every individual. Why? Because of age difference, because of income difference, and because of family obligation difference. Some people who are young, they have got highest risk-taking capacity. But my dear friends, those who have already crossed 60 like me, that luxury I don't have now. So those who are on the other side of the age, they have less risk-taking capacity, but those who are young have got highest risk-taking capacity. Why? Because of the simple reason that they have still 30, 40 years to go. I don't have that much of time with me. They have got 30, 40 years to go. And of course, they will make mistake in investment like we do in our life. We make a lot of mistakes. But you have time to rectify those mistakes and go it forward. but I don't have that much of time. That is why I keep telling in my session to young people, you are very lucky, my dear friends. Those who are young, those who are 25, 30, 35, even 40, they are very lucky. And they should take risk. Because only through taking risk, you might be able to get higher return on your investment. Mind it. Investment return is directly related to your risk. If you take high risk, then there is a probability, there is a possibility that you might get high return. But Mr. Haridas, I am not saying that you will get 100% guaranteed higher return on your investment if you take risk. No, that is not my statement. What I am saying is that if you take high risk in investment, there is a possibility that you might get high return. Possibility only, no guarantee at all. So you are increasing your possibility of getting higher return or higher real return by taking risk in investment. And secondly, you must understand that risk is not a constant factor in individual's life. No. When you are young, you have got high risk appetite. When you cross 40, your risk appetite has come down. When you cross 50, your risk appetite has substantially come down. But when you cross 60, your risk appetite has become literally zero. So those who are young, it is the golden period of your life, my dear friends, to earn money out of investments. Because when you will reach my age, your thinking will be totally changed, and your focus will only and only be on the safety of the money which I have accumulated over a period of time. So safety becomes paramount when you cross a certain age, but it should not be a factor when you are young. Your focus and effort should be that you should earn maximum real return on your investment. So the first thing is you have to understand that what you have to think about it, about your risk-taking capacity, and take risk as per your risk appetite only, and don't be swayed away by the so-called expert opinion on business channels or social media. A new term has come in nowadays, influencer, financial influencer. It is again a big fraud going on. My dear friends, I want to warn all of you. Never follow advice or opinion of others as far as money is concerned, because it is your hard-earned money. And most of the so-called advisors or so-called influencers do contra work. They will advise you to purchase the share and they are selling the share. They will advise to sell the share and they will be purchasing the share. And lot of cases have come to light to the SEBI, and you might have read in the newspapers. Last 6 months, SEBI has penalized 15 financial influencers who were giving one opinion and working contra, and has imposed huge penalty on them and debar them from giving any advice to the person. So never follow the advice or so-called mails or messages we now get on our mobile, or when we see business channel, or when we go to social media. Hundreds of people are there who will keep advising you very emphatically, and rather with absolute confidence, you invest in that product. Don't never follow their opinion. I am very clear with that. So you can make the money by managing your risk, and you can manage your risk by first understanding the concept of your risk appetite, and then take your investment decision in such a manner that you invest your money in the product which are broadly at par with your risk appetite, because products have also got high risk and low risk. So suppose your risk taking capacity is very high, then you might select a product where risk is very high, because your purpose is very simple, to earn more and more money on investment. But if your risk taking capacity is very low, then please select the product which has got very low risk appetite, very low risk in the product. So you have to broadly match your risk appetite with that of risk in the product. That you can do. Then understand the product. Understand the product very carefully where you are investing, whether that product suits to your requirement, whether that product suits to a time horizon of investment, whether that product suits to your risk appetite. You have to understand the product, because suppose you are investing for 5 years, but you will need money after 2 years. Product might be very good, but your time horizon is mismatch. Likewise, suppose your risk appetite is very high, but you are investing in a product which has got very low risk, then your purpose of investment will not be served, because in low risk product, return will not be high. So all these things you have to see while taking your investment decision. And one more thing I want to tell you. Why we save and invest? Why we save? Because we all know that in future we will be needing huge money for our milestones or bigger things in our life. That is why we save today. That is why we sacrifice today for tomorrow. Because we all know that we will be needing huge money for bigger things in our life. And that bigger money might not come only from salary, or might not come sufficiently only from salary. That is why I want to tell you that you should take your investment decision strictly as per your risk appetite. And one more thing I want to request all of you, please make your financial plan. Every individual must have his or her financial plan. And my dear friends, financial plan is not a rocket science. It is not a so difficult task for all of it's very damn easy thing. Every educated person can make their financial plan. You should also. And Mr. Saurabh, if you have not made your financial plan, please do it next Sunday. And how you can make it your financial plan? Very simple. Next Sunday, and I'm saying to Mr. Saurabh, but not to Mr. Saurabh, to all the persons who are earners. And for students, it is to understand what I am saying, because they should also make the financial plan when they start earning. Mr. Saurabh, you should sit with your family next Sunday at your home. Take a paper, make 3 columns on the paper. In the first column, please draw what are the major milestones in your life. And what normally are the major milestones in your life, Mr. Saurabh? Can you enumerate? Right from marriage to retirement life. In between, lot of other things keep happening. Marriage, then purchase of house or acquiring a house for the family, then purchase of of a four-wheeler, that is also minimum thing nowadays. Then going on vacation is now the norm for the new generation. Then higher education and professional education of the children is one of the most important tasks or mission of every parent. Then marriage of the children is again in Indian context is a necessity. After that, leading comfortable retirement life. That is also very, very important. So these are the major milestones in our normal middle class life. In the first column, right from the marriage to retirement life, please jot down all the milestones. If I have left some milestone, you are free to add those milestones as well. In the second column, against each milestone, now start putting the period. Suppose somebody says that he likely to be married after 2 years, put it 2 years against marriage. Likewise, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year, 15 year, 20 year, 25 year, 30 year. For every milestone, just have a broad estimate, not precisely, not possible. I do appreciate. Just broadly have an estimate when this milestone will be happening in your life. Give a period to it. And lastly, but not the most important thing is, now start giving an amount which you will be require for each milestone. Suppose somebody says that I am unmarried and I am likely to be married after 2 years and I will need minimum 5 lakhs for my marriage. Okay, put it against marriage 5 lakhs. But my dear friends, it will not be 5 lakhs. Today, he or she is presuming that she will require 5 lakhs rupees for marriage, but it will not be 5 lakhs after 2 years. Because of inflation, it might go up to 550 or so. So keep giving effect of inflation in whatever amount you are estimating for your milestone. Two very important milestones I want to tell all of you. Please listen to me very carefully. Mr. Saurabh, are you there? Okay. Suppose a good MBA degree, I just want to ask one thing. A good MBA degree from a reputed management institute in India, how much it will cost? Around 20 lakhs today. 2-year regular course, everything included. 20 lakhs today. But Mr. Saurabh, when your children will go for higher education after 20-25 years, you might have not even thought the MBA degree, which is costing 20 lakhs today, will cost after 25 years not less than 2 crore rupees, my dear friends, because of inflation. Mind it. And perchance, if you got 2 children, so you will need to have 4 crore rupees only for the higher education of children. 4 crore only for the higher education of children. One more item I want to discuss here. Suppose Mr. Saurabh age is around 30 today. Suppose. And he says that he is managing his monthly expenses at around 30,000 today. Middle class. I'm just talking about a normal middle class family. He says that he is managing his monthly expenses at 30,000 today. My dear Mr. Saurabh, after 30 years, when you become 60, you might not have thought the same standard of living, no extravaganza. After 30 years, today the monthly expenses are around 30,000, but after 30 years, when you become 60, the monthly expense will shot up from 30,000 to 2 lakh rupees per month because of inflation. 2 lakh rupees per month. And one more negative thing has happened in your life, you have retired. That is a normal course of life. But the negativity will be that you will not be getting the credit of your salary which you used to get every month from your employer because you are retired. So from where you will get 2 lakh rupees per month for managing your personal expenses? And 2 lakhs simply means, Mr. Saurabh, literally 24, 25 lakhs in a year, and that too in the first year of retirement at the age of 60. And when you become 70, this 2 lakh will increase to 2.50 lakhs because of inflation. And when you become 80, Mr. Saurabh, this 2.5 lakhs might increase to even 3 lakhs per month. So you can understand how much money you will need. And those who don't have pension, a majority of the private institution teachers, professors, and private sector people, they don't have pension. So from where they will get 25 lakhs rupees per month after 30 years? From where? That is why I keep telling in my session, Mr. Saurabh, please start developing your retirement corpus right from the day you start earning, because you will need to have huge retirement corpus. And what is the thumb rule of a retirement corpus? I just give you one idea. Your retirement corpus, Mr. Saurabh, if you don't have pension, your retirement corpus should be minimum 20 times of your annual expenses in the first year of retirement. And we have just calculated that your first year of retirement will be around 25 lakhs. Multiplied by 20. What did it become, Mr. Saurabh? 5 crore rupees. 5 crore rupees only for the retirement life. 4 crore rupees only for higher education of children, then purchase of house, vehicle, vacation, lot of other things also in between coming in your life. Have you ever thought of these things, my dear friends? A normal middle class, salary class person who is around 30 today, Mr. Saurabh, will need not less than 10 to 12 crore rupees for their milestones in your life. And Mr. Saurabh, I have excluded the monthly expenses from 38 to 60 year. That I excluded. That I have not included. Only for the milestones you will need 10 to 12 crore rupees. From where you will get, my dear friends? Mr. Saurabh was telling me before the session, sir, I have managed it. Mr. Amitabh Bachchan KBC is on. I will go there, win the first prize of 7 crore, and I am done. You might be done, sir, for Mr. Saurabh. But what about the lakhs of others? One or other person might have got that much of money, but not all. So what will happen to lakhs of other people? Now I want to tell all of you, you all can, those who are young, and even students, I want to tell you, you will be needing not 10, 12 crore rupees because you are far behind 5, 6 lakhs years behind of Mr. Saurabh. You will be needing 14 to 15 crores. From where that money will come, my dear friends? Definitely you can, now I can give you confidence. All you can have is 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life, Mr. Saurabh, provided you start working on your savings and investment right from today. Be religiously regular and consistent in saving and investment and putting your money into the best product where you can get highest real return. And the chart which we have just prepared, my dear friends, first column, second column, and third column, it is called financial plan. It is damn easy. I again repeat, every educated person can make his or her financial plan, and he or she must do it. Because financial plan will make the picture clear before you. You have set your financial goal. You have defined your financial goals. Now you are well aware at what time, for what purpose, what amount you will need. Broadly speaking, the picture is clear before you. And psychologists say, Mr. Saurabh, those who define their goals in life, including financial goals, they work hard to achieve those goals. So please define your financial goals, and that can be done through financial plan. So I again emphasize here, again request all of you, please do develop your financial plan as early as possible. And for students to understand, when they start earning, they should develop their financial plan in the first year of employment itself. Now, one more thing I want to tell you, and that is eighth wonder of the world, Mr. Saurabh. And that is called power of compounding. Power of compounding is eighth wonder of the world, my dear friends. And what is power of compounding in investment? It's very simple, but very tough. First, you should understand what is power of compounding. Power of compounding simply means you have to make a promise with yourself, not with others. Not with others, but with yourself. And what is that? Whenever I will get return on my investment. Naturally, when you will save and invest, you will get return. May not be today, may not be in first year, but you will start earning return on your investment down the line regularly. Whenever I get return on my investment, and mind it, return might be 500 rupees or 5,000 rupees or 5 lakhs rupees. Return amount is insignificant. What is important here is, whatever I get return on my investment, I will never consume or use that return for my needs. Then what I will do? I will simply keep reinvesting that return. And that I will do not once, not twice, for the next 15, 20 years, every time. So whenever I get return, I will keep it reinvesting, whatever the amount might be. And if you do it, or rather I will say, it is a must for all of you. You must appreciate that it is a must for all of you. So whenever you get return on your investment, keep reinvesting it. Never utilize that return for the next 15, 20 years. And if you do, I again repeat, my dear friends, it is not easy. Suppose Mr. Saurabh has promised, Mr. Saurabh, have you promised that you will do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I again repeat, have you promised?
Yes, sir, I have promised. And thank you so much
Why? No, no,
for the inspiration.
why I am asking you, sir? Suppose Mr. Saurabh has promised that whenever he will get returned, he will keep reinvesting it. Suppose
Yes, sir.
after 5 years, Mr. Saurabh gets 5 lakh rupees returned on some good investment. What his commitment is? He will reinvest 5 lakh rupees. But Mr. Saurabh, all your family members will be behind you. Arey Baba, leave it, whatever promise you have made. You have earned 5 lakh return. Now we will go for the Switzerland only. That expectation of the family is very natural. But at that juncture, Mr. Saurabh has to be very clear. No, I will not spend this 5 lakh rupees on Switzerland vacation. We will definitely go to Switzerland, making extra effort for that. But this 5 lakh will be reinvested. If you do it, Mr. Saurabh, and again I say there is no option, you will have to do it if you want to go huge money in your life. And if you do it, down the line after 15, 20 years, my dear friends, you will have huge money in your hands. That is why power of compounding is eighth wonder of the world. Please religiously follow power of compounding. Of course, it is not easy, but it is not impossible, Mr. Saurabh. And I keep telling in my session, every individual must do some things which are tough but not impossible in their life. So power of compounding is very, very important in investment success. Please do religiously follow it. These are very common things I have told. And Mr. Saurabh might feel, or Anna ma'am might feel, sir, you have taken much of your time for such smaller things. But I feel, Mr. Saurabh, these are the foundation of your investment success. Unless and until you understand the concept of saving and importance of saving, regular saving, incremental saving, and putting your saving into the best investment product, financial planning, power of compounding, I don't think you will be successful in investment. That is why I have taken much of your time to make you understand the basic concept of investments. Now, next 10, 12, 15 minutes, we will discuss where to invest. Because those who are already earning might be more interested to know what are the products available in the market where we can invest. Students might not have that much of interest at this juncture, but they should also understand the products available in the market. The first category of the product available in the market, Mr. Saurabh, is the first category of available in the market, that is governmental savings scheme. आपको करता हूँ थोड़ी देर में. Governmental small saving schemes. Government of India has put in place some very good scheme for the middle class, salary class person. The beauty of these schemes are that there is no risk at all. Whatever government promises you, government will give you interest or return. And when the scheme matures, whatever the maturity amount, you will get without that amount without fail. So that level of guarantee is available. And so there is no risk in the governmental small saving scheme. But my dear friends, then the return is very moderate. Please understand. When 100% guarantee or risk-free investment is there, then you should not expect very high return on investment. When there is a risk, then there is a possibility of getting, again, no guarantee, but there is a possibility of getting higher return. So government scheme, I just name the government scheme. I don't have time. I will just name the scheme. Mr. Sabjar, you just keep writing on the chat box also. Public Provident Fund account. You can get the details from the websites. Public Provident Fund account. Very good scheme of the government of India. And I personally feel, Mr. Saurabh, every middle class, salary class person should have a PPF account. Not only you, Mr. Saurabh, if you are married, your spouse should also have a PPF account. Then National Savings. I don't have time, otherwise I would have given detail to you. Then National Savings Certificate, NSC. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra. This is the third scheme of the government of India. Fourth one is RBI bonds, Reserve Bank bonds. RBI also keep issuing bonds to the public, tax-free bond and taxable bonds. Then government securities. Government also keep selling its securities to the public, taking loan from the public by selling securities. Then government securities. This you can do through one website that is called RBI Retail Direct. RBI had developed a dedicated website for government securities, RBI Retail Direct. Then banks and post offices have got lot of saving schemes which you can invest in. Then big government organizations like Railway, National Highway Authorities, NTPC, ONGC, Coal India, more than 200 such big organizations of Government of India is there. They also keep raising loan from the public where you can invest. All these schemes are under the umbrella of governmental schemes. The advantage is that there is no risk. But disadvantage is that there is no extraordinary return. Most reasonable return you will get with, of course, 100% security. And I personally feel that a normal middle class person should invest of his total investment around 20-25% in government security, because security is relatively equally important for all of us. Then one more thing I want to tell you before going to the second category of investment product. Please diversify your investment. Never put your all egg in one basket. Try to invest in different products. Try to invest some money in the products which has got no risk at all, just like government schemes. Try to invest some products in the investment product where there is a moderate risk. Try to invest some your money in the product which have got high risk, and try to invest, particularly young people, try to invest some of your money in the product which has got very high risk but probability of getting very high return. So what I want to tell you, diversify your investment. Don't put your all money in one product only. Second category where you can invest is real estate and property, where you can invest. You know, real estate and property is an option. I don't want to go into the details of it because I don't have time. Time is very limited with all of us. So second category is real estate. Third one is gold, where you can invest. And gold has historically been a safety valve for the middle class, salary class person in India. Every Indian middle class, salary class person, you want to have gold and silver. More so, female members of the family. You might have seen Mr. Saurabh, your mother, your grandmother, and if you are married, your wife even. Female members of the family statement is very clear. Don't discuss about the gold. Purchase gold. Purchase jewelry. Why discuss about gold? As much gold as we should have. If it's a normal thinking in our middle class, salary class person. So gold has historically been a safety wall. But one thing I want to tell you, physical gold is a losing proposition, particularly gold jewelry. Because if you purchase gold jewelry today, suppose 10 lakhs rupees, after 10 years, you want to give back to the jeweler for sake of new design. What jeweler will tell you? Yes, ma'am, we will take it back, but then there will be a cut of 30 to 40% on your making charges. So you will literally get 60%. So please try avoid taking physical gold now, because digital gold facility is also available now, which was not available earlier. You can invest in digital gold. Sovereign gold bonds are there, which is a government scheme. Then digital gold, ETF gold facility in mutual funds and exchanges is also available. So you can invest in digital gold, where you will be out of the burden of keeping the gold at home, or keeping the gold at your in your locker, for which you will need to pay local charges, annual local charges also. So gold is an option. Purchase some gold, but try to avoid physical gold. Lastly, where you can invest in security market, share bazaar. But Mr. Saurabh has told me before the session, sir, don't talk much about the security market because it is sheer speculation. People think like so, that security market is nothing but speculation. No, my dear friends. I want to tell you one thing. I had been in SEBI for more than 15 years. And I can say with confidence that security market is not only speculation. Of course, speculation element is there, that I don't deny. But that it is not the only speculation. It is basically a knowledge-based market. Security market is basically a knowledge-based market, and those who have knowledge of the market should invest in the security market directly. Otherwise, not. So if you want to invest in security market directly, first have knowledge, first develop knowledge, not before that. But there is an indirect way of investing in security market that is called mutual fund. And Mr. Saurabh, young people like you are now very keen to know about the mutual fund. And a good number of you have already started investing. I am very happy to share with you that 25,000 rupees, 25,000 crores are coming in mutual fund every day through SIP by people like you and me. Middle class people have started investing in mutual fund in a huge way. Crores, not lakhs, but crores of young people have started investing in through mutual fund in investment. And what is mutual fund? Mutual fund is a way of investing. It is not investment as such. Mutual fund is an indirect way of investing. You are not directly investing. You are giving your money to the experts, which are technically called fund managers. And one thing I want to tell you here, asset under management is the amount of people have deposited with a particular mutual fund company. Asset under management. Suppose a mutual fund company has got 10 schemes, and the total money deposited by the public in that 1 lakh rupees. So the AUM is 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh crore rupees. So mutual fund is an indirect way of investing. And Mr. Sabjar, please look into it. People unnecessarily complain that you don't issue certificate to them. So mutual fund is an indirect way of investing. And those who don't have knowledge of the market can go through a mutual fund route. And one more thing I want to tell you, through a mutual fund, you can invest in government securities, in government schemes. Through a mutual fund, you can invest in gold. Through a mutual fund, you can invest in real estate. Through a mutual fund, you can invest in security market. Through a mutual fund, you can invest in commodity market. Through mutual fund, you can invest in international corporates, international funds. While sitting at Shillong in Meghalaya, you can invest in Google, Facebook, or big corporates of international corporates. International funds are there. So in mutual fund, you can invest in different categories of asset classes. And one thing I want to tell you, mutual fund is a way of understanding. In mutual fund, there are two distinct features are also there. One is schemes are available in mutual fund as per your risk appetite. Those who have got high risk appetite, schemes are available in mutual funds. Those who have got moderate risk appetite, other schemes are available for you. Those who have least risk appetite, third is other category of schemes are available. So for all category of investors, as per their risk appetite, schemes are available in the mutual fund. Likewise, as per your time horizon of investment, mutual fund schemes are available. And Athira, you can invest in mutual fund even for one night. Even for one night. You invest today evening and withdraw tomorrow morning. That is called overnight funds. So you can invest even for one night. Then you can invest for a week, for 10 days, for 1 month, for 3 months. Liquid funds are there. So then in funds, other funds are there where you can invest for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 50 years. So different category of schemes are available as per your risk appetite and as per your time horizon of investment. Investment in mutual fund is very easy, and redemption in mutual fund is also very easy. You can withdraw it at any point of time, and not all money. Suppose you have invested 5 lakh rupees and your corpus become 10 lakh rupees after 5 years. You want to withdraw only 10,000 rupees. That is possible. You can withdraw only 10,000 rupees and redemption will come to your bank account. No cash transaction at all in mutual fund. While investing or while withdrawing, no cash transaction, no check issued, directly bank transfer only. So please mind it. If somebody says you that give me cash, I will make your investment, he's bluffing you. He's not a right person to take help of that person. He might be a fraud even. So mutual fund, the best way of mutual fund is through SIP, systematic investment plan. And SIP, my dear friend, is nothing. SIP is, my dear friend, is nothing. But just you are regularly investing some amount. Regularly investing. Minimum amount for those who are already in employment is 500 rupees. You can start an SIP of 500 rupees. But those who are student, they can start an SIP of even 100 rupees out of their pocket money. Or rather, I will encourage your students, please start 100 rupees SIP in a good index fund or a good equity fund. Then you can continue with the SIP for a longer period. Longer it will be, higher will be the return. Higher will be the return. Suppose you start SIP or 500 rupees at the age of 20, and every month you are investing 500 rupees for next 40 years. And one thing I want to tell you, there is no need going somewhere else. Everything is done online only. You can invest online. You can withdraw online. Everything is available online. So suppose you start an SIP of 500 rupees and you continue with that SIP, monthly SIP of 500 rupees for next 40 years. And I am presuming return of 12% only, which is otherwise moderate because security market has given 15% average return during last 35 years. So at the rate of 12% return, next 40 years, your 500 rupees every month SIP will become 47 lakhs. 47 lakhs. But one more wise way of available nowadays in SIP, that is called step-up SIP or top-up SIP. Step-up SIP simply means, or top-up SIP simply means you are increasing the amount of SIP every month, every year. You started with 500 rupees. Next year, you increase the SIP by 10%. That is 550. Second year, it will be 550 rupees per month. Third year, it can be 610 rupees, 10% increase in 550. So, what you will do, you will get 1 crore 92 lakhs if you go for the step-up SIP. In flat SIP, you will getting literally 47 lakhs. But in step-up SIP or top-up SIP, you will get 1 crore 92 lakhs. How? Power of compounding. You kept increasing your investment every year. So the result was phenomenal. And one more thing I want to tell you. I know a lot of my young friends like Mr. Saurabh. They have started not one but 5, 6 SIPs. And every SIP is target oriented. One SIP for purchase of house. Second SIP for going on vacation. Third SIP for higher education of children. Fourth SIP for marriage of children. And fifth SIP might be for your retirement corpus. So you can start and continue consecutively with more than one SIP if you have some targets in mind. And I personally feel that you should start SIP with a target. Set the target first. You want 4 crore rupees for higher education of your children. After 25 years, your target is 4 crore. Time is 25 years. SIP calculators are available on website. Put time limit and target. In fraction of second, they will give you in advice how much SIP you should start today. So SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person. I don't have time. Otherwise, I would have continued on the mutual fund for next one more hour. But next time, okay, Mr. Saurabh, when we have time, we will have next session. Last thing I want to tell you, that prosperity is your right, my dear friends. We all have got right to be prosper. And prosperity not, and prosperity, my definition is very simple, Mr. Gaurav. My definition of prosperity doesn't mean to be a Mukesh Ambani or a big industrialist or a big businessman. My definition of prosperity is very simple. I should have money for my needs. I should have money for my comfort. I should have money for the needs and comfort of my family. I should have money for giving best education to my children. I should have money to lead a comfortable retirement life. That is my prosperity. And my dear friends, that is your right. It is your right to be prosper. It is your right. It is not a begging we will seek from somebody else. It is your right to be prosper. But one thing I want to tell you very bluntly, prosperity is not your luck. Don't rely on luck. Don't depend on luck. Forget about the luck. Work hard for your prosperity. Make efforts for your prosperity. And why we should not make efforts? God has given us good health and good and sharp mind. We must make sincere efforts, consistent efforts, regular efforts. And if you make it, minded, with confidence, I can say to all of you, you can be prosper. You all can have 10 to 12 crore rupees in your life, which will be needed for your better life. So prosperity is your right. It is not your luck. It is your effort only. And if you are not prosper after 25 years, don't blame anybody, my dear friends. Don't blame anybody. Blame yourself. Because you started half-heartedly. You didn't make sincere efforts for your prosperity, which you could have made. So don't repent. Don't repent. Start working on it right from today, and you will be prosper. And last thing, there might be a participant, 1 or 2%, Mr. Saurabh, who might say that they are from poor families. People might have some very deep thinking in their mind that they are not from rich families, they are from poor families. I want to tell them very clearly, forget where you have born. That is past. It is gone. Where we have got has got no meaning now. So birth in a poor family is not a curse at all, Mr. Saurabh. Not at all. But living as poor and die as poor is a curse, which we all can avoid if we manage our money right from the first month when you start earning. And if you do, I can give you confidence. I can say you with confidence that you will all be prosper. Nobody can stop you. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. On behalf of the Department of Commerce, St. Mary's College, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest resource person, sir, Mr. Suryakant Sharmaji, for being with us here today. Your presentation was really very wonderful, sir. We are enlightened with a lot of information this evening. Thank you so much for being there, sir. I also want to thank our principal, Dr. Sister Mary Harriet, for giving us the opportunity to conduct this webinar. I want to thank each and everyone who's present here today. Our faculty members, department faculty members, the faculty members of the college, and all the dear students. Without you, it wouldn't have been successful. A big thank you to the platform Zoom, which we have selected for the webinar. Thank you to every one of us. Okay. May God bless each one of us.
Mr.
So I
Saurabh,
declare the
Mr.
webinar closed for this
Mr.
evening.
Mr. Saurabh,
Yes, sir.
on my behalf and on behalf of AMFI, I thank you very much to particularly you, Anna ma'am, and your all faculty members who have worked hard for this program in your college.
Yes, sir.
And I can assure you that we will continue to be in touch for
We will always be in touch, sir, from now onwards. We will always.
and making this happen, future programs also, not only in your college, but also in the other colleges with your help and guidance that we will
Yes,
do in
sir.
Meghalaya. Thank you very much. And a special thank goes to Mr. Sabjar also, who has coordinated the events. Mr. Sabjar, thank you very much.
Sir,
On top of it,
for the
to all the
coordinating.
participants who have participated in this event, thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So I declare the webinar closed for